The Nigerian music industry is massive. It's colossal. How did Night House basically take you and find a place for you within that industry and then kind of project you out of that? Because the way I think of it, I'm like, there's like over 100 million people in Nigeria. There are hundreds and thousands of artists. Yeah. How do you break that mold? How do you get out of that? How do you have your own identity and kind of emerge as like an individual, and you get respect and people know you and you're basically, you know what I mean, carrying the flag? Like, how does that happen?
In 2002, we used to pay to record music. In 2006, we got a studio. So, it's work. It's extremely hard. Like, I always tell people, it's not possible for you to go, oh, she just came from nowhere. In Nigeria, nobody just comes. It's not possible. Nobody just comes from nowhere. It cannot just happen. Everybody's working, and even the established artists like present are working as well. So you have to be on your toes at every single point. You cannot afford to sleep because it's so hard for you to get to the top, and then it's so easy for you to come down. You just come like bam on your face. You're down like in 1 minute. So you always have to stay relevant. You always have to be at the top of your game. And I think that also relates to the fact that women, men are built to be stronger than women, and it's so tough in this industry. And at a point, a woman just goes, you know what? Let me just get married or something, or I just can't do this anymore because it is so. But I have age on my side, so it's quite easy for me because I'm in school, I'm in my finals, I'm going to be done very soon, so I'm just really young and I have energy and I can just keep going. So, but it's really, really hard in this part of the world. So you just have to keep working hard.
You're balancing school and you're balancing a budding music career. How do you make that work? When do you find time to study for class, and how do your friends or your peers who are in school with you, how do they react to your newfound success? Are they hating? Are they supportive? Like, what is the experience?
But first and foremost, it's totally hard mixing school and like music, but I'm a perfectionist, and I love to be the best at everything. I'm so competitive. Like, I love to be the best at everything I do. So I'm not a type to, want to be so like popular and like successful artistly, and then in school I'm like a retard. I'm not that type of person. I love to hold my head high. Like, I get to school and like, oh, I'm on top of my class, and everybody's going, oh, she's so intelligent, so they cannot speak to you anyhow. So I always make sure I hardly sleep. I'm always reading. I'm always doing something. If I miss my classes, I always make sure I make up for. I have to work twice as hard because if I'm not in class, I have to like read twice as hard. So it's always, I have to do everything twice as hard, and even my music, nothing can suffer. That's the thing. So I keep pushing. I always stretch and push myself. But in school, everybody's fine. Like, normal people walk up to me. Like, my fans are cool people. They're not. I've had a couple of stalkers, but just like 4 stalkers. That's cool. But they didn't get violent. They didn't get to that point. I don't know if it could have gotten to that point, but it did not get to that point. But my fans are very cool people, and they walk up to me, they say hi, they take pictures, and that's it. And in school, I'm like cool. I'm like so cool. My classmates are like, oh, cool. Right. Everybody's cool to me.
You're just Mo to them.
Yeah, I'm like Mo. I'm normal. I'm so normal to them. And my lecturers think I'm normal. Everything's normal. And my friends think I'm okay as well. But they're quite pissed off because I had like hardly have time to
hang out
at all. So they're always mad at me and they never understand.
You can say sorry. You can apologize.
The thing is, I can't even say I'm sorry because I'm working. Like, it's not like I'm sleeping and I'm going, oh, I don't want to come. Do you get? I'm actually working. Right. Yeah.
Okay. The other thing I want to know is that what are some of your musical influences? Who are some of the people that you used to, that you now and before that are that inspire you, that make you want to make music?
Before, I'll definitely say Brandy.
You actually look like Brandy a little.
Everybody says
no,
that.
you do. It's the eyes. You really do. Yeah, you do.
Brandy was like Joe, Brandy, Craig David, Biggie, definitely Jay-Z, Linkin Park. Who else? Like, I used to listen to Usher. I used to listen to like a lot of R&B, hip hop, Ashanti, back then. So old music, I still love old music. New music, I'm still trying to accept. But old music, I still love to listen to like my old CDs and everything, and just refresh and listen to good music as far as I'm concerned.
Okay,
So because I feel like in that time they made better music than now.
What do you want people to remember about you and your music?
I always love to, break barriers and just do something new and different all the time. My first album is called The Franchise Celebrity, and with Franchise Celebrity I mean that, okay, because in this part of the world you don't have people singing and rapping. Even in America they didn't have that till Nicki Minaj came about. So here I'm singing, I'm rapping, and we have so many genres of music in Nigeria, like Fuji, Akwala. We have so many local music. I want to take Nigerian music to another level. I want to take the local, not niche music, I want to take the local music. I want to represent Africa in every way that I can, changing lives with that sound, because I think music can work wonders. Music can, it goes beyond the music, but music can do so much. That's just that simple 3-minute track can go so much. So I want to make music that will represent Africa. I want people to think of Africa and go, oh, Mo Cheddar, that's where Mo Cheddar is from. Oh wow, she represents this type of music. I want to represent my nation. I want to represent my generation. So I want my name to be like very immortal. That's just what I want to be known for beautiful music and this legendary music.
Okay. In your music you tend to mix Yoruba and English and Pidgin, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a really good blend fusion, of different things. So, and now you're talking about taking local music to the next level. Do you have any local traditional songs that are your favorite? Could you sing it for us and then tell us what it means?
My favorite now is, it's always been my favorite. I just really love it. It's like, Keresi Messi o Madeo, Ayo, Ayo, Epijasio. It actually means it's Christmas and it's time to just have fun and dance. And I love it so much because it just has this tone to it, like Aya, Aya, so that's like my favorite local song of all time, and it's actually in my Christmas album because I also have a Christmas album, so I did that in my Christmas
really
album.
Exciting.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us your real name.
My real name is Ola Modupe. Yes, that's
Ola Modupe. So
yes,
that's where
Ola
the Mo.
Yeah, that's where the Mo comes from.
Okay, good. So Miss Ola Modupe has to go to class. We don't want to be responsible for her not getting straight A's, so we're gonna let her go. But before we go, I really just want to find out what you think young people's role is or should be in Nigerian development on the continent as a whole.
The amazing thing about now is because we now have, like, the world is going very global, so you could be doing just one thing. You could be a beat maker, and then you become so big. It becomes you just go crazy and you become big. That's what I always tell people. No matter what you do, keep doing what you do, and one day you will, believe me, you will know how, but one day it will get out there. Like, I just used to make beautiful music. I used to tell my managers and producers all the time, like, if you make beautiful music, your music will fight for you. What you do will get legs and go. Let what you're doing fight for you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Do not stop. Like I said earlier, it's so hard to get to the top. It's so hard, but it's so easy to come back down, come crumbling down. You can work so hard. It's so hard to make a beat. You keep making, but when you want to rip it out, you just have to, and it goes, it just goes crazy. But just keep doing what you're doing, whatever it is. If it's hair, if it's makeup, if it's painting, if it's any little thing you're doing, just take it seriously, and that's it.
It's a Vickie Remoe show, and we're gonna do like Mo Cheddar says and let our work grow some legs so we can get on out of here. But this is Vickie Remoe in Lagos, Nigeria, with MTV's Best New Artist for 2010, Mo Cheddar, Night House Entertainment. We're over and out. See you next time.
Bye.